Hello everyone, I'm here with my mate Keelan. We worked together a few years ago. We've done the 12-week transformation. Since that, he's gone on to actually go and own his own gym. There's loads of things that have happened in between, but especially there's loads of things that happened prior to us working together, which I want to talk about today with him. So, yeah. All right, lad.
Hello, mate. All right.
You?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you a few things and then we'll just go from there. So, you put a video up the other week. It's blew up, it's gone viral. Nice to see you getting some recognition for what you're doing. Looks like it's flying, looks like the gym's flying. So, I'm going to talk about that video, what's happened.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about where that video's come from, why you decided to do it, and we'll go, where did that stem from? So, in the video, if you haven't already seen it, he talks about his past and what happened, and we'll take you back there and he can talk about it himself. So, what happened? So, how did you start out? Let's just go from there.
Right. So, in a nutshell, I'm a reformed baghead, basically. I had a bad problem with drugs. Sniffing ketamine every day. I lost my best mate, and then
you said that in the video. So
yeah.
You say in the video, I lost my best mate through drugs.
Yeah.
Was that through Ket? Was that?
Yeah.
So he was.
My way of socialising with my two best mates was, I might go to the gym or whatever, then I'd go and see them, and it sounds mad, but we'd just be sniffing ketamine.
After the gym?
I would be, midweek and all that, which really, I'll tell you a bit more, like that ended up saving me later on. So maybe like a Wednesday night or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I've earned it now, pump a bit of chest out, and then I'd just be in my mates fucking get on the ket, but then it became a little bit heavy. My mate was doing it sounds bad, but like he was doing a lot of it, and you know what I mean? He's probably sniffing about like 7 grams a day. And that ended up leading to fucking serious problems. So what people don't understand about that is like you might feel all right the next day, you might be able to eat afterwards, but what it's doing to your inside's unbelievable, and people don't understand it. Like,
but with Ket, because that's like a tranquilizer, isn't it?
Yeah.
That levels you and you can feel chilled. So
for me, yeah.
That's what you mean by you felt all right.
Yeah, you feel all right, but like you
don't
eat
feel
afterwards. Do you know what I mean? It's not like where you've been out for 3 days. You know, so it's deceiving is what my point is, and people think that it's fine because you can have it midweek and then go to work the next day or whatever.
Yeah. So you feel all right, but it's fucking you and you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what it's doing to the inside, so it sits on your bladder, it rips your bladder apart, it attacks your kidneys and all that as well.
Yeah.
So with me mate, he ended up with stage 4 kidney failure. He ended up going into hospital, got a catheter bag, and it was in a really bad way.
Wow.
He was very private lad. He would never let you know the severity of it, and basically what he'd found out in hospital was that stage 4 kidney failure. Got told he'd never be able to have kids, which was a big one for him.
So how old were you at this point?
20.
Wow.
20, mate.
Wow, yeah. Imagine getting told out at 20.
Yeah. And then he needed a full new bladder reconstruction if possible. So we might have always had a permanent catheter bag. So he was eventually going to die because you need 2 new kidneys.
So they didn't say you definitely, but it was like inevitable.
We never knew. We never actually knew what they'd said to him. He just kept it to himself, which is what led to then committing suicide. So he tried to send his nan, who we live with, they're like that, you know what I mean? He tried to send his nan on holiday so he could do it because he didn't want to find him. And then she got ill and she never went. So I've now found out he kicked off on her to go out the house so then he could do it. Do you know what I mean? He thought, I'm going to die anyway, so I'll go on my own terms at least then. I've got a little bit of dignity or whatever.
So I'm sorry if this is asking too much and being too nosy, but when you said, even though I've known you for a few years now, when you said, I lost my mate, so he committed suicide?
Committed suicide, yeah.
So I didn't realise that.
He was going to die anyway, to my knowledge, so he's done that, yeah. The night of it, I knocked, I was trying to go round to see him, and he was in the house and I never knew, and he lied to me. He's saying he was out. He said, come and see me tomorrow, we watch the Liverpool game. And you think to yourself, I should have known, or I should have got on to the fact he was lying to me or whatever. The next morning he'd done that. So that was the last time I'd spoke to him. You know what I mean?
Lad.
Because his nan was ill at the time, I got a phone call the next day saying, get round to his now. And the poor fucker who phoned me didn't have the arse to tell me on the phone that it was him. So they've rang me and they've said, get round to his now. I thought, shit, his nan, it's got to be something up with his nan because she was ill at the time. I went round there, and as I pulled up, I seen like their forensics and all that, and I got a phone call off his nan saying it was him, so I just lost the plot then. Went to Aussie, obviously seeing me mate ironed out, and it was the worst day of my life.
Wow.
It was heavy. So then from there, you don't realise you've got a drug addiction, and you want to stop that now, out of respect for him, but you can't. So it then becomes a secret, or you're doing it like a closet sniffer kind of thing, because you don't want to disrespect your mate, but you don't want anyone knowing, but you actually can't stop because you've got a problem yourself. So that ended up going, and then it was becoming an everyday thing. Like, I was easily sniffing, I don't know, an 8 for ket a day, at least, every day. That was all, honestly. I couldn't work, I couldn't do anything.
So if you don't mind me asking, you're not working, you can't work.
No, I couldn't.
How are you sniffing at the cat?
Just
getting your hands on it any which way you can.
Doing anything, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like doing little bits of fucking, you can't call yourself a drug dealer because you're your own biggest punter, you know what I mean? So it's like, have you ever seen the meme of Fred unmasking Fred? And it's like the man who's been sniffing all my gear, that was me, do you know what I mean? I'd be like, it'd be in one hand and then going to the, do you know what I mean? I may as well have rang myself and fucking. So it ended up like that. One thing that's dead, that is like a bit of a trigger for me, is I have if my petty light comes on, because I always had my petrol light on, but I always had an 8 for ket on me. So it was like you're just about scraping fuel to go and get it, but you've always got that on you. That's what I was prioritising, you know what I mean? My petty light was permanently on, and it fucking does me head in now if it ever comes on, because it reminds me of being that bad.
Wow.
But yeah, so it snowballs. Then obviously, because you're polluting your mind so much, I ended up with psychosis then. So he died in the March. I ended up then going to rehab in the October.
So can we just, so when it comes to psychosis, obviously I've heard of drug-induced psychosis. I've seen people, I know I've got mates who's got a brother who's drug-induced psychosis, and it's obviously, but what is happening? What is going on in your head?
I don't.
Drug-induced psychosis.
Yeah.
Can you remember being in it?
Crazy, yeah. But obviously I'm masking grieving. I haven't processed the fact that my best mate's died. I can't really face it, so I'm taking ket, which is the perfect drug for escapism. It takes you away from your problem, it numbs you for a bit, and like that's what I became addicted to, that escapism. So, because my mind's constantly off its cake, basically. My reality then, my concept of reality is starting to like drift away from me. I'm starting to like think the unachievable is now possible because I'm off my head all the time. So like I fully believed I could message a famous person and they just respond and then I'd be mates with them. No, that's the God's honest truth. So I'd message.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, it's hilarious. It's hilarious because we can laugh about it now because I've come to do it.
Did you message anyone?
I messaged everyone, yeah.
Everyone?
No, listen, I messaged Wayne Lineker for a job in Ocean Beach. Right, that's the lowest level. That's the B-list celebrity or whatever. The top of the tree, I was messaging people like Drake. The only thing in common I've got with Drake is the fucking airline. Do you know what I mean?
What did you say to him?
I can't remember. Do you want to fucking do a tune or something? So that shows how mad it gets in that way. I thought I was an entrepreneur myself, so, or entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. And like, I had...
You are now?
Yeah, no, I kind of, yeah. But like, I was always like wheeler dealing or whatever, so I'd be like swapping a bit of fucking drugs or whatever for like clothes. So I ended up with like loads of second-hand clothes, you know, like the Lambin t-shirt, the Lambin webs and all at the time. Now, a lot of these second-hand pages, they can do all right. You sell second-hand clothes, you start selling brand new gear, whatever. So I was hoarding all these clothes. I took over my granddad's little office in his and was like, thought it was like a businessman. I was bouncing around boozers like the Weatherspoons and that with the suitcase full of clobber in case anyone was after the t-shirt. And like, I had the plan of fucking...
Like when the smackheads come in the pub.
Just like that with steaks and that. Yeah. It was just wearing a steak, it was a Lambin t-shirt. I had about 7 coats sometimes. I was just like, I had coats on me outside the shop and that, you know what I mean? I was fucked. But like, I thought that I was going to open my own shop off the back of that. It's embarrassing to think about now, but I always had like an overnight bag on me with like slippers, mouthwash, whatever else, and because I knew I'd be stopping out for 5 days, like I weren't coming home for a bit, you know what I mean? So when I met me missus, who I'm with now, she met me in that period of time.
So you met your bird?
Yeah, so
whilst you were...
The only saving grace that made me have the pull was my bird was fucked at the time as well, so she was going through it, yeah. She was going through it in her own way. So we met each other, and because we were both a little bit fucked up and come from a little bit of a fucked up background, we kind of bonded on that. It weren't anything like romantic, if you know what I mean. It weren't like,
Wow.
It was just company with someone similar to you. And that's how we bonded at first. Wow. But she bollocked me over the overnight bag straight away. She nipped down the bush. She went, what the fuck are you doing here? Do you know what I mean? What's the bag for life for? You know, leave that in the house. You're not walking around with me like that. You know what I mean? So I had no car at the time. I was on foot. I'd ripped my car off. Like, my granddad actually ripped my car off for me. I'd smashed into a curb and locked the wheel. And he asked the fella to write it off because he knew I was going to do myself in no driving. Because it was a danger. I had my family up the wall. And yeah, my mate, who's a straight head, ended up coming round to me nans, and I'd heard them say the word rehab a few times, but I was just fully in denial, like, I don't need that, I don't need that. And then when my mate started coming around, I thought something sussy's going on here, do you know what I mean? Like, why is he coming around, why is he saying it? I'm hearing it too many times here, like, maybe I might have to go. So I think that I went round and I just said to me nan and granddad, do you just want me to go to rehab? He said, yeah. I said, fucking go ahead then, I'll go then. And then I went that week. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So that you made that the March. This is what?
We made that in the March, and then I'm going to rehab in October.
In the October?
Yeah. If you want, I can talk about some like mad scenarios that led to going to rehab. Do you know what I mean?
So I was just about to say, and I know the aftermath of your very first going to rehab, and then obviously you go back. But when we were talking before about certain stories, was that happened from the March to the October?
All of these
this happened prior to that.
So this 6 months of pure turmoil, you know what I mean? Like, I was always getting arrested, always getting filled in by police, always getting fighting with someone. I was flying.
How was that coming about? Was you out on nights out? Was you just walking down the street?
Every day, just walking around like a madman. Obviously,
I remember you telling me you were paranoid.
Yeah. So people would look at me probably out of concern because I'm fucking like that, you know what I mean? Walking around all mad. Just, I don't remember, just talking broken biscuits to anybody who listen, you know what I mean? Just chatting all madness. I'd look at you and go, they're nice trainers, I'll buy them. And they'd be like, what are you on about, lad? And I'd be like, go ahead, I'll have them off you now. And they're like, lad, they're me trainers, fuck off, you know what I mean? That's what it was like. Just throwing it on people's toes, I was just mad. And then if someone looked at me because I was behaving all shifty, then I'd be like, the fuck are you looking at? And then I'd just fly at them. I couldn't handle it, but like, obviously I'm masking grief and my head's gone. So that was what it was like. So I was either trying to do something or getting filled in myself. So
what's the worst one?
The funniest one that needs context is getting tasered in McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? Getting tasered in Mackey's is just fucking, no one's ever done that. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. No one's been tasered in Mackey's.
Why did that?
Do you know what I mean? So I've been drinking on a park like a pisshead. Somehow there was two birds there, I don't know who they were, and then this other lad who had like took under my wing kind of thing, and I went me Mars to get me overnight bag. And I've gone in there, and I'm in my Mars freezer, rummaging, and I'm in the freezer thinking, what if I get hungry? So I've grabbed frozen chips and tried to take frozen chips with me. So my Mars come down, been like, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm bladdered, so I didn't have a clue, because I'd take anything. So if it weren't ket, I'd be drinking. Do you know what I mean? I'd have anything. I couldn't handle being sober. Yeah, that was my priority. But like, if there was nothing else knocking about, I'd be on anything. If you had ale in yours, I'd be drinking it, 100%. And if I was in yours, you wouldn't be able to get me out of there. Do you know what I mean? Anything but going home and anything but being sober. So anyway, I'm in my Mars freezer, grab these chips or whatever, and my mum's come down and went, the fuck are you doing? I don't know who she is because I'm that fucked, you know what I mean? I'm blackout drunk. So I just said, who are you talking to, lad? Do you know what I mean? And my Mars just went fuck off and shimmed me. So, because my Mars shimmed me, I've like lost the plot, but like grabbed my Mars, threw it on the couch, which is terrible. So like, this is showing you how fucked up I am. Like I'd never lay a finger on my mum, ever. But the fact that I've grabbed my Mars shows how gone in the head I am, because all my beliefs, all my morals, everything good about me is gone now. Like, to even do that shows I've lost it. I'm not who I am anymore, do you know what I mean? So that's happened. I've had murder in the house. I know my next door neighbour always used to phone the busies on me, so I've ran off and I can hear sirens coming. So they've rang the police, they've said he's weighed his mar in. I haven't put like, so I'm getting it now, 100%. If they get hold of me, I'm getting tanned, you know what I mean? So I was thinking, how can I make this less of a hiding for me? So I'm running.
So you went to Mackey's?
Yeah, I'm running and I live by like a retail, and I'm running. and fellas chasing me and that and whatever, and I'm thinking,
Hardy, or are you?
no, someone chasing me, yeah, some busy saying, you fucked. Whoever makes in the police force nowadays, mate, there's no fucking bleep test or not, mate, you fucked. I was running, I was like, hurry up yourself, cunt, you know what I mean? So I'm running anyway, and I've ran, I'm thinking, they're all going to get me, there's cars everywhere, so let's take less of a hide and let's go on camera. They won't film me in. And I got levered anyway. So I went in the Mackies, ran behind the till and went, come and get me then. So they fucking come behind, bounced me everywhere. Apparently I've knocked the fucking, bounced me head off a till or whatever. And because I've been like wrestling back with them, I've been tasered. Apparently there's a video of it as well. And I've been like trying to give them it back while
you need to
taser. Yeah. Well, the kid who had it, I fell out with, and I reckon he'd have deleted it, you know what I mean? But like, I was asking me bird the other day, do you reckon we can get it? Because that'd be amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I just woke up in the cells.
So I'm assuming when you get tasered, you don't look, you just out.
Don't remember nothing. Yeah. You're supposed to piss yourself and that or whatever, but I don't remember that either. So, but apparently I was trying to have a go and I got zapped a few times, like. But then the story circulates that you're in Mackey's trying to rob burgers and all that, and then, you know what I mean? You're getting put down for being a fucking burger thief. So it was embarrassing and I couldn't go out Mackey's for a while. Like.
So would you say that was the worst one?
That's like the one
when that happened, how close to October did that happen?
That was a regular occurrence, stuff like that. So there's another time I've been stripped naked by police. Fell out with me mate and his brother. Long story short, got into a bit of a scuffle with them, ended up getting a hiding off a few of them. I'm crawling off, fucking shouting, you're getting in and all that, you know what I mean? After I've been filled in, crawling off like that, and people have reported like an injured man walking around. So the police have turned up, they've tried to stop me, to speak to me, and I'm obviously fuming, I've been webbed, so I'm saying, you fuck off, you know what I mean? It's escalated. I've got the video which I've posted, that's a clip from then. You know, where there's police around me in the beginning, that's where that's from. So I'm wrestling with them and all.
Was you bollock on that video?
No, I ain't bollock yet. But obviously, because I lost the plot and I didn't want them taking me, I'm threatening to do myself in with me jeans and all that. So they confiscated all my clothes. So I'm getting dragged on my knees outside a local booze and my tackles out and all that lad. And
so you had your...
Yeah,
you were cuffed, bollock on?
Yeah, broad daylight. Yeah.
Was it cold?
When they were pepper spraying me, I was saying spray that as well. Spray that, sniff a bit of fucking blood.
Oh, that'd have been gutted me, seeing my little chode.
Wow.
So that, what I was saying before, how close to October did that happen? Were these, when you say the regular occurrence,
every
was
week.
there
Every week stuff like this was happening, yeah. It was mad, mate.
So then it got to October and
October and I went to rehab. So then I've gone down to Luton 3.5 hours away because there's a rehab in Runcorn, but I'm up on the fence after the night there, mate. I'm not staying in there, you know what I mean? So I had to go out the way where I couldn't get myself back home.
Yeah.
So I've gone to Luton, and I think it's actually sank in and registered then when I've actually got there that this is serious now.
Why? Was it one of the few times that you were not drinking and using at the time?
So I tried to like stop taking it.
Get sober.
Stop taking it 2 days before. So this is probably the biggest.
So with the drug-induced psychosis, have you got to be in it to be psychotic, or like how?
No. So me being sober for 2 years, I was still not right.
Oh really?
Not right, mate. Yeah, not at all. Like,
but at that time, you'd stopped using and drinking. So it done enough for you to know where you were.
Yeah. So that was it. And then I've then had to share a room with the lad who was coming off heroin, which hits home as well. But you think to yourself,
why was you thinking, wow, I'm like a smackhead or something?
Yes, no. So this is it. Like, so he's waking up and waking me up because I can sleep. I'm not too bad. He's waking up because he's taking and he's waking me up. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realised then, and I'm like, this is what it's come to. All your behaviours have led you to here. And to be honest, you might not take what he takes, but you probably behaved a certain way that's similar to him. That makes that, do you know what I mean? There's a connection there. So whether you're lying, whether you're cheating, whether you're stealing, whether you're anything, you've got no models left. So whether he's on heroin or you're on ketamine every day, you're still behaving the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when it hits home there.
Wow.
So I spent 3 weeks there, blagged my way to come home a week early, and I shouldn't have.
Wow. So what did you get to a point where you thought you were all right?
I thought of it now, I've just done my 3 weeks out of 4 and blagged to come home early. I come home early, within a week was back on it. within a week.
What did you see your mates and have a night out, or did you just fucking get an urge?
I'll be deadly honest. So, went to rehab, family, I pawned a watch that my half fella got me for my 21st, and my family chipped in the rest of the money for me to go to rehab. So I felt like I owed that money, and I owed a few other people money for drugs, nothing major, but I owed a couple of quid out, so I just went back to what I thought I knew, which was grafting, and it bit me on the arse straight away. Because I'm a drug addict in a room alone with loads of drugs, what the fuck's going to happen? And I was like, well, it's not ket, is it? Bang, before you know it, I'm back out there. Wasted another 2 years of my life.
So that was what? That was like November, December, and then you were fucked again for 2 years.
I'd say 2 years, dipping my toe in and out, trying to sort myself out. But
dipping your toe in and out of rehab again?
No, not rehab, but like trying to stay sober. Couldn't afford another rehab.
So what is it? I don't know the score. Is it dead expensive, is it?
Rehab, it was $7,000 for me to go for fucking 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
You went 3 weeks, and
you know what I mean? That's private. I don't know what it's like getting it for free, but we never went because it was that urgent.
Wow.
It was paid.
No way.
Do you know what I mean?
So then the 2 years in between, you going back to rehab?
Yeah.
Was it as bad as what that initial 6 months were?
No. So it was like I'd met my missus, I'd come out. So I was like, I'd stay in for fucking 4 or 5 days. Trying to staying away from the ket and all that. I might go out and have a bevy on the weekend, but it was okay. It was kind of given the nod by my family because I was with her, and it weren't as bad. Do you know what I mean? But like I was still dossing about. I'd probably still get on the other sometimes, and like there was nothing really to show for myself. Little shit jobs, little thingy.
What were you doing job-wise?
Just working in fucking. I remember I worked in one factory. It's the only factory I ever worked in. Like I once put my head through a wall. You know what I mean? It's the worst job ever. Conveyor belt of glass bottles. If a glass bottle falls over, pick it up. Do you know what I mean? 12 hours, mate, and I was just ADHD riddled to death, and I'm stood there and I'm just like, are you happy with this? You know what I mean? So I want some more.
Was you training at the time?
Little bits, but then because I was like struggling to get a grip of recovery, I started boxing.
Can I just, before you go into boxing, you've said a couple of times on the video, and obviously we've worked together, so I know. So you went fat, you lost weight, you went up in weight, you went down in weight. Was this all in that first 6 months when your mate died to you going to rehab? Did you gain weight, or was you no. So was you like a baghead and
checked into rehab like that, mate? Yeah, like that.
After you come out, you were doing a bit better, you just start putting a bit of weight on?
Well, I hadn't effed properly for a year or whatever.
Wow.
So then I started eating properly, so then I ballooned up. And then I went up to, I went into rehab about 12, 13 stone, the lightest I've ever been. I come out 14 and a half stone because I was introduced to fucking tea, biscuits, toast, fucking soup and whatever, and I was just eating again. And then I went and moved in with my nan, who's a feeder anyway. I ballooned up to 16 and a half stone, and then I started playing footy to try and get my weight back down. First game, ruptured my Achilles. So then I ballooned up to 18 stone 11 then. 19 stone. Yeah. Wow. So then I started on a lockdown and I got a pedal bike, what do they call it, a spinning bike in the house. Lost 2.5 stone on that, started boxing a little bit, started delving into that, and then started taking it seriously then. And then wanted to fight.
So when you started boxing, did you just go with the instinct of like, it might help me lose weight? Is that how you started boxing? Or did you
keep me in check? And I always wanted to, because when I was round the bend, I always used to be fucking shadow boxing in people's kitchens and that, do you know what I mean? But I knew I wanted to, but not properly, no, never.
But you're always at that.
I wanted to do it, and then now, like, I thought, go ahead. But because I was like dipping my toe in and out of recovery, boxing kept me on the straight and narrow as well alongside that. It was a perfect tool to keep me focused, because it's like you can't be going out on the aisle because you're going to get filled in. Do you know what I mean? It's an individual sport. So
how long that you've been going to the boxing gym, was it before you started like sparring and dipping your toe in and stuff like that?
Straight away. As soon as I could spar, I was straight in. I'm like that, do you know what I mean? I was just looking, I'm like, gives a go. And the kid was the best in the gym at the time. I got put over. Leon Willens, he's a big, he's my mate now, like he's a big kid.
He fought Ben Whittaker,
yeah.
Oh, you mate.
But he was sparring and he's trucking all the kids, you know, he's doing them all in the gym, and I was looked at the coach, and I'm fat at the time, and I was like, gives a go with that, mate. And he was like, what, you want to get in with him? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Jumped in straight away, started having it, done all right at first, then got a bit cocky, rushed in, nothing heavy, walked onto a shot as my feet had crossed, fucking rolled on my ass, jumped up and went to go again, and thought I fucking loved this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
And they were having you, because you've
Yeah,
got a pair of balls
I was buzzed off in the gym, my first gym in Widnes for Keel Spar.
Anyone?
Yeah. Buzzed off.
Yeah.
Are you sparring again? They used to say, I'd spar 4 times a week, because I heard that if you're sparring, you're learning the most. And I get obsessed with stuff, so I was like, I want to get good at this, so let's have it then. And I was just always having it, you know what I mean? Obviously, fucking probably a bit slower off it now, like, but it made me pick it up quicker, and I got better at it quicker because I just dove straight into it. Do you know what I mean?
Boss. So how long was your training before you committed to like your first bouts and stuff like that?
So, because of lockdown, I just started boxing, then lockdown happened, so I was sparring my other mate on footy courts outside in lockdown. I was obsessed with it, so we'd just meet up, have whatever, 10, 12 rounds, knocking fuck out of each other on a footy court in lockdown, then fuck off, you know what I mean? And then when the gym
Shouldn't have been doing that, mate. You wasn't allowed to go outside.
No. Social distancing. On the end of the jab, mate. Social distancing, that. But, so that happened, and then when we come back, I was ready then. I say ready, like I'd lost the weight. My weight come down, so I've gone down from 119 kg to 86.
Wow,
ready to box.
Yeah. So this is for, what boxing club is this for?
This is Teddy Spencer's in Widnes. Yeah. Right, and then I boxed there for a bit. And then I think I had 4 bouts for them. And then I had a little bit of I kind of fell out of love with it a little bit.
How did you do?
How did I do?
In the bouts?
2 and 2 after 4.
Felt it.
Got levered my first one, lost my head massively.
Yeah.
I can talk about that if you want. It was brilliant, mate. So, got matched with a kid the weight above. Shouldn't have happened anyway. Yeah. Me being macho and didn't know you could ever say no to anything. I was like, go ahead, let's go then. Yeah. Turned up and I was thinking, as long as he's not massive, I reckon I'll be all right. Mate, you should have seen the cunt. He was like 6'4", big southpaw as well. I'd never sparred a southpaw. I was like, fuck it, you're getting it anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'd sold about 100 tickets. I was fucking ready. They'd stop me. They'd like, you're on 3rd, then you're on 10th, then you're not. Then you kept moving me, and I was ready. It was horrible. My nerves were like that.
All over the place, aren't you?
I had to walk through a sea of people. There was no designated walkway, and people were slapping me on the back, so I was game. My bird was there, my ma was there. I was just like, it's on, do you know what I mean? So I've got in the ring, don't remember the thing, mate. Fucking lost my head, come flying at him straight away, put it on him, put it on him. Lost it, mate, just straight scrap, do you know what I mean? Don't remember nothing. On the video, I was like slipping, sliding. I lost it, mate, didn't know how to handle myself, and ended up walking onto a shot round 1.
Bastard.
Fucking got pummeled a little bit, fell forward, jumped up, my eyes were like that. So the fellas waved it off. I was ashamed of myself, took my gloves off, fucking tried to get out the ring and all that. But that was the best lesson I could have ever learned. Because it was like, boxing's a calm game. Boxing's a thinker's game, you know what I mean? You go outside the scrap straight away. So after that, I boxed well then. And I won the majority.
So it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Definitely. So my second one, I stopped the kid. Boss. 3rd one, I boxed someone's ears off, absolute ears off, didn't get it with the glove, they give me it on a split. And then stopped me in my 4th fight, stopped someone. Then I had the layoff, moved over to the Gemini, and that's where I met you.
Yeah, boss. So I said to you before, I don't want this video to come out like I'm coming in and I've been your saviour. That's not what this is about. But obviously, we'd like to touch on the fact that just having someone there in the background, both me at the time for you, and now you, what you're doing, can just sort of help you. Even if I'm not there next to you, standing next to you, being a sergeant major, just having someone there in the background. So having me there in the background to help you with your food and your nutrition and your diet and just staying accountable. You felt like that sort of helped a bit,
Yeah, I helped massively. When I went for me to approach you, I'd seen that you practice what you preach, which is what I like the most, and you're a relatable guy, you know what I mean? You weren't like one of these fucking blades who were on the videos going, hey guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a bicep curl, you know what I mean? You're one of the lads, and I love that straight away. So when I come to meet you as well, which I liked, instead of it just being online, you know what I mean? You're like, I haven't even met this person, and I'm fucking supposed to be putting my trust in them. I come and met you, we had a laugh, and I thought this is great. The diet worked, the seat. The plan worked.
Just because it's been a few years now, you needed, when we very first started, you wanted to make weight, weren't you?
So I'd just started the Gemini, and I had my first bout coming up.
Yeah.
I didn't like how I was looking.
Yeah.
Which weren't even bad, to be fair, and I was about 92 kg.
Yeah.
And then I went with you and very quickly got straight down to about 83, 84.
Yeah.
And
you won that, you won that bout, you were brilliant.
Yeah. Won that bout comfortably.
You've given it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keelan, they were calling me. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
And then I liked the strength and conditioning plan as well that I was following as well. They were long, but they were good.
Yeah.
And I also liked you weren't like a natty when it comes to the food. Like I'd put a shift in all week. You knew I was training once, twice a day. And you were like, go and have a refeed this weekend, go out for the scram with your missus. And that worked a treat for me because I can't be that bang on.
But you don't need to, that's the whole thing, isn't it? And that you've learned now yourself, and now you can show other people. You don't have to be a fucking Nazi, you don't have to fucking whitefish and broccoli all day. At certain times, you might have to sacrifice certain things and eat like that, but it'll allow you to be able to go and fucking eat the way you want to eat, innit?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you looked fucking unbelievable on your transformation picture. Okay, so off the back of that then, it's been X amount of time since, have I missed the second rehab stint out?
No, I haven't been to rehab again now. So when I was boxing, I went on this, I just started boxing, but I weren't fully serious.
So when I've said that, then on the video that you put up, do you know where part of the video where you say, I went to rehab and then I fucked it again?
I fucked it again, yeah.
So
that was the 2 years that I wasted.
Yeah. So you fucked it because you hadn't ironed out all the issues.
I didn't stay sober after rehab,
But you didn't go back to rehab then?
No, I never went back to rehab.
Okay,
I just was in recovery.
You sorted yourself out, and your beard was a big part of helping you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then from there, you boxed, you've done well, and then what was your sort of thought process into sort of going into coaching? How did that sort of...
Pads on the side at first.
Yeah.
Seeing other people were holding pads, and I used to hold pads for the lads in the gym, and I'd be like, I'm all right on these.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just took to it quite easy. The lads were enjoying it, so I thought, what I'll do is I'll offer some free sessions for people. If they enjoy it, I'll charge them.
Yeah.
So I've done free sessions for a couple of weeks. I was a delivery driver at the time, and I just done it after work.
Yeah.
And it quickly caught on. Do you know what I mean? And then I was chocker. So I then turned it into me full.
So you just like that job?
And then obviously evolved with me coaching, some more stuff that I was into. I think I delved down kettlebells for 5 minutes and then slowly found my way to CrossFit, which is what I fucking love now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Boss.
So
when did you start doing that, CrossFit?
I think I went to peak performance when I was boxing, so probably 2023. Done it for a bit. It's a bit heavy on the joints.
Yeah.
Whilst you were boxing.
Whilst boxing, yeah.
And then when I stopped boxing, just jumped straight back on it because I loved it.
I know you're qualified.
Qualified in CrossFit.
Yeah. So you've carried on doing that, you've carried on coaching, Padman, strength and conditioning work with people. How did it then sort of, did you have in your mindset, I want to own my own gym? Was that something that was a thing in the back of your mind at the time, or did you just...
Yeah, I can be one of them people where I'm doing something now and I never want to do it again 2 days time. Do you know what I mean? So I found that with the PT, and it was the longest stint of anything that I'd done. Yeah. So I was like, well, maybe I'm good at it. Yeah. I enjoy it.
But with ADHD, you don't know.
Yeah, you never fucking know though, do you? Do you know what I mean? So every other job I'd done, I was like, yeah, this is me, this now, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. A week later, I go, I never want to go there again. Yeah. And I'd stop. I've had about 40 jobs. So then this is the one thing that I stuck at and was like, yeah, this is a bit of me, this. So even now I don't fully 100% know, and I've got a gym, but like...
So now going into that then, so now your own gym, which is fucking unbelievable.
So, where I was working was an absolute dive, to be honest. And I was stressing me out, and I was thinking, I can't...
You say dive, but you know what? Like, I used to love the videos you put up. So, not that I don't love the videos that you put up now, but because I think even if it is a shithole, I think a lot of the time it looks authentic.
Yeah.
It's real, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The videos look boss. I think sometimes when, again, this is we're in a nice place and in a nice gym, I think sometimes the real ones, shitholes, I don't know, I just like the look of the videos.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But then from a client perspective, it's only the lads who you can train. know your mates.
Yeah.
Anyone new turns up and the toilet's not working, they go, fuck that, mate.
Yeah.
You know
Of
what I
course,
mean?
you've got to have
Going across the road to a boozer there for first. It's like...
You've got to have a nice environment, I get it.
So
But I think it, at the time, I think it sort of fed in well to what you were about. You were raw. You're only just starting.
Yeah.
Like us, when we first started, we first opened this. Fucking hell, mate, we had nothing. We had, I bought 2 power racks off Marafit and they were like 180 quid each. A roll of fucking astroturf and everything else was just like free weights. It was nothing, you know what I mean? But I think the art look authentic and it looks good, you know what I mean? And then it just sort of snowballed then. But from there, how did you sort of like start coming about what you were thinking, I want to move on?
So just through getting fed up with like little nit, like I can't get any more. I couldn't train like me bird or a mate or anyone in there because I was like, I'm kind of it's too much of a shithole for it. Yeah, whether you like it or not.
It looks authentic, but it's a bit too much of a shithole, it's a bit too far,
You could do pads in there, like the roll was broke, other stuff, and I needed better equipment. I needed a different space, so I started, I was just venting to one of my mates, who's now ended up being my partner. Right. I was training his son, and I was just saying, I was like, I'm gonna look for the little unit. So I went and had a look at one above his sunbeds, like a little room. I think it was quite expensive for the size of the space. And he was speaking to me, and he was like, have you found anything yet? I said, no. He said, well, I'd like to get on board with that. Yeah. And then it snowballed, and then he brought me other mate in, and then we've ended up snowballing into getting our own unit, jumping in the deep end, getting major grip on bail, and just swimming in it, you know what I mean? But like, it's worth it, and it's something that you're interested in, and it's you know, if you're fucking good at what you do, it's going to pay off anyway.
And it's fledged doing well, there's people there.
So yeah, we're just again winging it until until further notice.
So off the back of everything that we've talked about, obviously you come to me in a certain position, and now I know your background and stuff like that. Are you comfortable talking about any of the clients that you have? Is is your main clientele sort of like, are you getting CrossFitters, boxers, or is it a different array of people?
Yeah, so definitely different, all walks of life. Yeah. Like one of my clients is a chef. Yeah.
So they're just wants to get into manic, busy all the time.
Yeah, just wants to get in, bit of stress relief, bit of training, nothing too heavy, you know what I mean? I've got lads who competitively boxed. People who are training for different high rocks competitions. I've got people who just want to get into a gym privately, have a conversation, a little bit of a sweat on, and not too heavy. It's all walks of life. But I think in a nutshell, any form of training will help with routine, it'll help with discipline, it'll help with how you view yourself, which will then transfer into your regular life, your work life, and it benefits you.
Definitely. We train all different types of people, and I think I've ran a gym for years. We do bits of online training, you know, you do bits of programming and stuff like that as well. I just think, I don't want to sound, I know I've just said that, I don't want to sound like a twatty salesman, like come and train with us guys, but I think we're both experienced enough to know like what we provide for people can fucking massively help, can't it? Especially when you see the likes of yourself who's gone through what they've fucking gone through. Training's just fucking massive for people in general.
100%.
Not only physically, but mainly
it's
mentally.
Huge.
I don't understand how people don't train.
Shame. And
you know what I mean?
Having someone there as well to hold you accountable when you don't currently have that. You might have in the future, but having someone there to guide you. Yeah. I think a lot of the time people train aimlessly. They're too proud or they're too hands-on to hand over the reins, whereas a coach can guide you in the right direction and just cut out loads of wasted time, I believe.
I say it all the time to people.
I was a coach when I was coached by you, and coaches need coaches. They do.
Yeah. The best athletes on the planet have a coach.
Of course they do.
There's no fucking shame in it at all, is there? Especially when you've got ADHD and you don't know what the fuck to
you don't, you know what I mean?
From one day to the next.
There written out for you as well, it takes a lot of the thinking out of it for yourself. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people go, I don't know if I'm fancying that today, but it's there in front of you. So just follow that, get a little bit of help off someone, and it goes a long way. It definitely did for myself.
Boss, happy days. Thank you very much for coming.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Thanks,
Always a pleasure.